Hey YouTube, Slingblade98 here. This is a fan participation video, so before I even get into my own list, which you can see above the topic of this video, I would like you guys to post a video response, or if you don't have a camera or any time on your hands, at least post a comment on this video. Anyone who's planning on watching this, make a response to this in some form or another, or even PM me, I don't care. Send a carrier pigeon, I could care less. But get your opinion out to me, because I really respect you guys, on what your opinion on the top 10 artists of the 2000s and 2010s are. Because I'm an open-minded guy who's looking for new music, and I've comprised my own list hoping that I can help you guys find some underappreciated artists that you might like too. So I really respect you guys' opinions, but I can't respect them if I don't know what they are. So share them with me. And I have my own list here for you guys, comprised of a lot of different artists of every style imaginable. There's some jazz, some bluegrass, some country, some folk music in the style of like Bob Dylan or Joan Baez. There's some really funny people on here too. There's some Dixieland swing, some neoclassical stuff, artists still producing piano and violin music in the style of Tchaikovsky or Chopin, and there's even some rap on here, and the rap actually tops the list. It's in the top 5. And there's some alternative music and some grunge. So no matter what you're into, I guarantee that this video can help you find something that is underappreciated that you will like and that you probably won't know, because most of these people are very, very, very underground. Okay, so recap of the first part of this video, send me your responses, and stay tuned for my list, because hopefully you can find somebody in here who you don't know who you like too. I respect you guys' opinions and want to know your list, so that's very important, most important part of this video arguably. Okay, so coming in at number 10 on my list, I'm going to do this all in one take, so if I fuck up or blank out, live with it! Okay, number 10 on my list is Pearl Django. God, I've done so many takes of this in this band, it's really hard to talk about because they're so deep, you know what I mean? They've produced so many songs. But what I would say is the most important for you to know is that they take the style of classic jazz guitarist Django Reinhardt and they fuse it with American swing music. Basically, this is a very upbeat, accessible swing brand of jazz. You'll find yourself humming or whistling along with it. It's not that discordal kind of music that's usually played on saxophones, for instance, or the kind of music like Thelonious Monk plays. This is a very accessible, catchy, upbeat brand of jazz, and I think you'd really like these guys. It's spelled Pearl, and then the second word is D-J-N-G-O, kind of like mango, but with a DJ in front. The next band on my list is the bluegrass tribute band Iron Horse, another very underappreciated band who deserves you guys' support. They do classic albums like Fade to Bluegrass, which is a cover of Fade to Black, if you couldn't already tell. It's a tribute album to Metallica, where they take our favorite songs such as One or Nothing Else Matters, and they put their own spin on it, where they'll like replace the banjos with the guitars. And something that's really cool about this band is because there's no drums, they have to recreate the rhythm with like a syncopated effect using the string instruments, and it's pretty awesome is what I meant to say. Okay, so number 8 on my list is Justin Townes Earl. This is the son of Steve Earle, and he's named after Townes Van Zandt. If you enjoy Bob Dylan, 3 people to check out: Steve Earle, Townes Van Zandt, and Justin Townes Earle, all in a very similar style. The unaccompanied, besides for guitar, singer-songwriter with very personal and very poetic lyrics. I would literally put some of this guy's stuff on par with Shakespeare. I love this guy. Check out the song Wandering. My brother got me into him, and I hope I can get you into him too. Number 7 on my list is a much more mainstream, successful band, Seether. If you're thinking, oh god, the rest of this list is going to be teen angst music, no, it's not. I understand Seether's kind of an emo band, and they're not typically my style, but this is really respectable, really solid, and in some cases very original alternative rock. If you're just getting into Seether and you haven't given this chance, or this kind of music a chance, check out their live album, One Cold Night. It's very, very, very similar in style to an MTV Unplugged album. And it gives you the deep, brooding, personal lyrics of a grunge album without all of the sludgy guitar weighing it down. So it's much more kind of eclectic. It's surreal almost. Kind of reminds me of Planet Caravan by Black Sabbath, if you know that song. Number 6 on my list is a country artist, Todd Snyder. This guy does hilarious songs like Conservative Christian, Right-Wing Republican, Straight White American Males, which I can actually play and sing, and I can tell you it's a wonderful song. check out East Nashville Skyline. Check out Todd Snyder. My brother saw him in concert, and he is tremendously underrated, and you can see him in the California area regularly. He is really a worthy show. Number 5 on my list is another alternative rock band, Staind. They've produced albums such as Illusions of Progress and 13 Shades of Grey. Excellent songs such as So Far Away and, my favorite one by them has got to be It's Been a While. They also have excellent songs like For You and Epiphany. Check out Staind if you don't know who they are, because they're one of the best alternative rock bands going today. I mean, they kick Nickelback in the ball sack with a steel-toed boot. That was a mouthful. Okay, number 4 on my list is The Devil Makes 3. This is a band from the Santa Cruz area, perhaps the most underground band on my entire list. And they've produced about 4 albums. They actually just started in the 2000s that are probably in the Dixieland swing genre. Like there's washboard, banjo, there's guitar. Very upbeat, very catchy, danceable music. Songs like Black Irish. I seriously don't understand why stuff like Justin Bieber is considered catchy when this is much more listenable, much more danceable, no matter what you're into. I mean, if you just want it for ambience or if you really want to get down with it, this is wonderful music, and it's much more catchy than a lot of that auto-tuned pop bullshit that we're being spoon-fed by the mass media today. Number 3 on my list is a band that's been around since 1993, Secret Garden. This band is very similar in style, in my opinion, to an updated version of Chopin or Tchaikovsky. Very fleeting, inspirational piano. There's some lyrics in some of their songs, but it's mostly just piano and violin. These are 2 people from Sweden, and they won a couple awards in the 90s, but they've been very unheralded. They're still producing albums. They made one in 2011. Check out Frozen in Time and Nocturnes. Those are 2 really great starting points with this band, showing their beginning and their current stages respectively. Number 2 on my list, Flamenco Nuevo. Oh yes, if you do not know what this is, you are missing out. This is the best kind of music going today, even though it's only at number 2. This is the best overall genre going today. American rock is dead and rolling around in its coffin while Justin Bieber and Rebecca Black defecate on it. But this, in another country like Spain, is still going. I mean, this guy's actually Canadian, but it's inspired by Spain. Like I said, I'm doing this in one take, so if you don't like it... This guy is so listenable. Check out Cielo Azul. And put him in Pandora, and you'll find a host of similar people to listen to. Number 1 on my list is social awareness rapper Immortal Technique. Most people only know this guy for the fucked up song Dance with the Devil, which is, don't get me wrong, beautiful and artistic, but downright disturbing. This guy opened up a children's orphanage in Afghanistan while our precious military was busy bombing and killing people over there. This guy took his own money, and he's underground and not all that famous. He's only got a couple 100,000 record sales, and he is helping children in the Middle East. So anyone who got a bad impression of Immortal Technique from Dance with the Devil, you're wrong. He's actually a really good person, and he's really deep and poetic. He raps about the government. He raps about disadvantaged third world countries. This guy's without a doubt the best rapper of all time. One of the top songwriters of all time, in my opinions. Everything he's done, even the typical swag rap, like I'm better than other MC type stuff, is meaningful, and it's deep and it's personal. Like, I mean, he talks about his girlfriend getting an abortion of his first son, and one of his other girlfriends dying of AIDS or something. I mean, this is an unlucky person, it seems like. But this is a really talented and special individual who sometimes gets a bad rap for one song, the one song he's most well known for. It samples the love story theme from the early 70s. Really, you should check it out. I mean, if you can sit through it, it's like a test of endurance, because the song is creeping and haunting and somehow eerily beautiful. Like, it's almost like standing over a lake in the moonlight, but like something very sinister is happening. So check out any of his albums, Revolutionary Volume 1 or 2, The Martyr, and I think he actually just released another one in 2011. He's also got one in 2008, which I can't quite remember the name of, but check out literally anything by this guy. This guy's as consistent as Creedence Clearwater, and that's saying something. So check out him and send me your responses. I hope this video wasn't too botched for you guys. I'm trying to do this more in one take so I'm more personable. I was getting a lot of negative feedback from sounding scripted. So hopefully you guys like this. This is more me. I'm a pretty open-minded guy, and I really want you guys to help me find new music, and I hope I helped you find some new music. I'll post some links in the description box of good places to start, but feel free to just search it in YouTube. It shouldn't be that hard to find. None of these people are, you know, like buried in a record collection somewhere in, you know, some guy's basement in New York or something. These are all very accessible and easy to get into musicians that I've discovered recently, and they're still going. A lot of these people produced albums in 2011 or 2012 that are still in stores, and these are people who are getting less views than Rebecca Black or Justin Bieber or Kesha. I mean, that is literally more evil than the Holocaust. I'm gonna get a lot of flack for saying that, but fuck, in my opinion, that's worse. So thank you guys for watching. I appreciate your responses, and hopefully you guys participate in this. Get the word out on this video so everyone sends their responses. Remember, it's not my opinion that counts, it's yours. Thank you guys for watching. I love you. Bye.